We've got some massive news coming from the polls suggesting that even Democrats are embracing Donald Trump to be the next president of the United States. We also have, in the swing states, Trump leading in the polls. Before we get started, if you believe in small government, the U.S. Constitution, and national border sovereignty, hit that subscribe, hit follow. We have some great videos coming up for you. And I'm David with Americans for Limited Government. Let's jump into all this polling data and stick around to the end because I'm going to show you just how many Democrats are embracing Donald Trump. Let's get started. So this poll was from about a month ago where Trump scored an eye-popping 10 points over Biden. And why this is significant now, the mainstream media said, oh, this is just an anomaly. This won't happen again. But it looks like it is going to continue to happen as Trump surges in the polls. Look at this disapproval rating on everything. Only 37% of Americans approve of Biden. More disapprove overall, 56%. He's way underwater. Way more disapprove on the economy, 2-1. And it's nearly 3-1, his disapproval on immigration and the U.S. southern border. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the swing states. Trump is up +2. This is an Emerson poll. This was very recent. This was just a few days ago. And he's rising not only there, but we also have the state of Pennsylvania. This is another Emerson poll. This Twitter account or X account is interactive polls. They show you polling data from all different pollsters. I'm going to show you some other pollsters too. So yeah, not only do we have Wisconsin, Trump is up. And keep in mind, yes, it's true that polls are not 100% reliable, but when you have several saying the same thing, you can have at least some confidence that there's some electoral change taking place. So look at this. Yeah, up 9. Pennsylvania, Trump 45%, Biden 36%. That is absolutely massive. This was posted on October 11th. This poll was from October 1st through the 4th. So things are changing rapidly. And not to mention what we have with Israel and Iran and Biden's $6 billion payment. That's going to affect even more people and make them wonder, well, we already have one war. We're having really a second war while Joe Biden is president, or a second conflict. It's really going to make even more Democrats run away from Biden. So let's continue here. We have in Michigan, look at this, 7 points. 7 points up in Michigan. And what's interesting about this poll in Michigan is that it shows how bad Michiganders are starting to hate Joe Biden, because if you have Whitmer, who is an insane leftist, in my opinion, against Trump, she would win. So it's not that the Democrats are not Democrats anymore. They just really hate Joe Biden or his ability to be a president. This was an MRG poll. This was from October 2nd through the 8th with a +4- margin of error. And you have negative 27% job approval for President Biden in the state of Michigan. So a massive 7 points. And also remember, in 2020, Trump was not this high in the polls. He was down in the polls. So again, I know you can't take full confidence, but this is big. This means something. You should take some confidence in this. Let's continue on. Ohio, another Emerson poll, or they're rated A-. They're a really good pollster. President Trump, 45-33. And remember, presidential candidates who win Florida and Ohio, they overwhelmingly win the presidency. Trump's last term, if I recall correctly, was an exception to that, but it was also a pandemic with mail-in ballots. So there's something to be said that I don't think that's going to happen again this upcoming cycle. They're going to have to try to get Trump off the ballot if they can't, and there's no way to stop him unless they do something even more drastic or try to. Nevada, Biden is up +1, but again, Trump was nowhere near this. This is just huge gains in all of these swing states for Trump. And when you talk about RFK Jr., he's a liberal Democrat that some Republicans like, although he is way too liberal for the modern conservative. He just got a lot of airtime on these conservative shows, so it made him say he emphasized some of his conservative policies, but he's really not. He's super left-leaning leftist, and some of his environmental stuff is insane. Just be warned of that. But RFK Jr. is going to hurt Biden more than he's going to hurt Donald Trump. So again, in Nevada, super close there. Here is a national poll from Signal, 45-45. So as you saw with those polls, +7, +13, it's not an anomaly. Trump is surging. And even the standard poll, even the worst poll, was having Trump behind Biden by 1% or so. Here we have them tied. And if you have Kennedy in the mix, then it puts Trump up by 1 point. Trump wins with Kennedy in the mix. And finally, here is this massive implications from this poll here. Democrats only. This is from Rasmussen reports. How likely are you to vote for former President Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential election? 19% of Democrats are very likely to vote for Trump. 11% are somewhat likely to vote for Trump. So that's huge trouble for the DNC. That means that 30% of Democrats are likely to vote for Donald Trump. And we're still a year out. We're 13 months out, or 12 and a half. As we get closer and the economy is continuing to get worse and these wars rage on and these conflicts, even more Democrats are going to abandon Biden and vote for Trump or Kennedy, which again would help Donald Trump. So it looks really great here for a conservative Republican president, Donald Trump, to be reelected. So keep that in mind. Don't listen to the fake news. Trump is surging. Hey, again, if you enjoy this video, I'm David with Americans for Limited Government. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, follow, comment, let us know what you think, and share this video to help us get past the algorithms of the big tech that doesn't want the conservative common message to be shared. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.